And we're underway in race number 2 into the break. It is 1, 5, 2, 4. Number 1 in the lead, Dancing J. Bobby. Dancing J. Bobby, the number 1 dog, in the lead around turn 2, coming down the backstretch. A good lead here for Dancing J. Bobby, number 1. In second place, it's number 5, Lazy K. Hero Boy in the black. Number 3 is number 2, C's Mojo Rising. And on the final turn, coming down the home stretch, we have a new leader. It's number 5, Lazy K. Hero Boy, your winner. Number 5, Lazy K. Hero Boy, owned by Vince Berland of Abilene. And we're off in race number 3. 4 dogs here in race number 3. Into the break, it is 5, 2, 1, and 4. 5, 2, 1, and 4. And coming around the second turn, number 5 in the lead, C's Rainy Day, owned by Stephen and Matthew Ward of Ellis. A good lead for number 5, C's Rainy Day. In second place right now, it's real close, but second place, it's number 1, Not Foolin', owned by Kate and Travis Bartley of Abilene. And down the home stretch, a huge lead and a big victory for number 5, C's Rainy Day, owned by Stephen and Matthew Ward of Ellis. And here we go with race number 4. And into the break, it is 5, 1, 2, 4. 5, 1, 2, 4 into the break. Around that first turn, number 5 with the lead, that is Alto Half Pint. Alto Half Pint with the lead, owned by Rufus Tatum of Dallas. On the inside, number 1, Rockabye Fanta. Rockabye Fanta now on the outside. Number 2 with the lead, that is Ain't No Foolin'. Ain't No Foolin' in the blue. Number 2 with the lead, coming down the final stretch. Number 2 out in front. It is going to be number 2, your winner, Ain't No Foolin', owned by Kate and Travis. And they're off here in race number 5. Just 2 dogs here in race number 5. And at the break, it is 4-1. 4-1, Just Foolin' in the lead over K's Lucas. Just Foolin' in the green, K's Lucas on the inside. The 1 dog in red. Down the backstretch, coming on the third turn, still in the lead. Number 4, Just Foolin'. Just Foolin' in the lead. Number 4 in the green. And coming down the final stretch of the race, it is number 4 out in front, Just Foolin', your winner, and the victory to Kate and Travis Bartley of Abilene. And they're off 3 dogs here in race number 6. And at the break, it is 4-1-2, 4-1-2. Essie's LA Woman with the early lead, but on the inside, Dancin' Damoni closing in, but still the lead into turn 2. It is the 4 dog, Essie's LA Woman, owned by Stephen Matthew Ward of Ellis, Kansas. Around that third turn in the green, extending the lead, SE's LA Woman, and coming down the final stretch. A comfortable lead for number 4, your winner, SE's LA Woman. That is owned by Stephen Matthew Ward of Ellis, Kansas.
I got 7.
Underway in race number 7, and at the break it is 1, 5, 7, 4, 8, 2. 1, 5, 7, 4, 8, 2. And around the second turn, number 5 in front, just getting started, owned by Kate Bartley in the black. Number 5. Number 2 right now is Carl Dakeler in second place right down. And down the stretch they come. Number 5 in the front. Number 5, your leader. Number 5 will be your winner. That is Just Getting Started, owned by Kate Bartley of Abilene. And here's Buddy. And they're off in race number 8. Off in race number 8. At the break, it is 2, 7, 5, 8, 4, 1. And around that first turn, number 2, pulling all-nighter, owned by Kate Bartley in the lead in the blue. On the inside, number 5, gaining ground. That's Bart's Midnight Run, owned by Rick Bartley. Still in front, though, pulling all-nighter, coming around turn 3. On the inside, a new dog, that is number 8, PJ Not the Only One, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul Bitterman. And down the stretch they come. It's going to be a tight one. Your winner, number 8, PJ Not the Only One, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. And here comes Buddy. We're underway in race number 9. Into the break. It is 4, 2, 1, 5, and 7. Number 4 with the lead. Number 4, that is KB Emmers, owned by Kenneth Bealey of Thorndale, Texas, on the outside, trying to crawl in front. That is Bart's Metallic, owned by Rick Bartley. And number 1 with the lead on the outside in the red. Number 1, Bart's Metallic on the third turn. It's still Bart's Metallic coming around down the stretch. Number 1 in front. Bart's Metallic in second place. It's KB Emmers. Your winner, number 1 in the red. Bart's Metallic, owned by Rick Bartley of Abilene. Here's Buddy. And they're off in race number 10. They are off in race number 10. At the break, it's 1, 4, 5, 2, 7. 1, 4, 5, 2, 7. In the lead, it's number 1. Man, she's on fire. Man, she's on fire. Kate Bartley's dog out of Abilene with the lead around the second turn. In second place is number 4. PJ Giving Out Smoke, owned by Victor Rangel, Paul Bitterman. And coming around that third turn, it's still Man, she's on fire. And she is looking for a win. Down the stretch she comes. Man, she's on fire on the outside. PJ Giving Out Smoke, but your winner, number 1, Man, she's on fire. Here comes Buddy again. Underway in race number 11. 5 dogs here in this race at the break. 2-1-5-7-4. 2-1-5-7-4 at the first turn. Number 2 in the lead. Mohican Valley, owned by Vince Berlin of Abilene. Mohican Valley down the backstretch, still in the lead. Number 1, Bart's Kind Heart in second place. Third place, Mohican Live 4. Around that third turn, it is still Mohican Valley. On the outside, though, trying to pass is Bart's Kind Heart. And down the final stretch, a new leader, Bart's Kind Heart, number 1 in the red. Your winner, Bart's Kind Heart, owned by Rick Bartley of Abilene. And Buddy's on the way. They're off in race number 12. Into the break. It is 7, 2, 5, 4, 1, 7. Now 2, 7, 5, 4, 1 in the lead. It's number 2. Bart's out of my way. Rick Bartley of Abilene. His dog in front on the inside, gaining some ground. Number 5, On Demand, owned by Kevin Dalton in third place. Keeper Midland, owned by Green Smith. Still in first place on that third turn. Bart's out of my way in the blue, owned by Rick Bartley. Coming down the home stretch. Number 2 in front. Number 5 in second place. Bart's out of my way will be your winner. Number 2, your winner. Bart's out of my way. And here's Buddy. And we're off with race 13. Off with race 13. At the break, it is 5, 7, 2, 1, 4, 8. 5 in the lead. 5 in the lead. That is PJ Look at Me Now, owned by Victor Rangel, Paul Bitterman of Abilene. And down the backstretch, still with a lead of at least 5 lengths. That is PJ Look at Me Now. Number 2 is number 1, Sounds Good, Don't It? Number 3 on the inside, that is number 7, S.H. Bernadette. Down the home stretch, in the lead still is number 5, and the winner will be number 5, PJ Look at Me Now. And Buddy's back. They're off in race 14. 5 dogs in race 14 at the break. It's 7, 4, 2, 1, 5. 4 in the lead, 4 in the lead. That is Bart's Bet the Farm, owned by Rick Bartley. Number 4 still in the lead. Bart's Bet the Farm in the lead. Number 4, number 1, PJ in Due Time in second place. In third place, number 2, Main Event, coming down the home stretch in the green. Bart's Bet the Farm in the lead. Rick Bartley's dog looks like it will do it. In second place, it's PJ Due in Time. But your winner, Bart's Bet the Farm, number 4. And here comes Buddy. We're off in race 15. We're off in race 15. 5 dogs here in this race at the break. It is 2, 5, 4, 1, 7. And it's number 2 in the lead, PJ Strange Clouds, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. And a lead of multiple links. Number 2 still in front, PJ Strange Clouds in second place. Flying Layla Ali, third place right now. Bart's Making Time. And down the stretch they come. The leader, number 2 in the blue, PJ Strange Clouds. And PJ Strange Clouds, he is your winner, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. And Buddy's on the way. They're off in race 16. 5 dogs in all, and at the break it is 2, 4, 7, 5, 1. The 2 dog in the lead, PJ Tony Montana in the lead, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. And still in the lead, number 2, PJ Tony Montana. In second place, number 7, Bart's Blew My Mind. A distant third place is number 4, Sippin' on Fire, and down the stretch they come. Still in the lead, it is number 2, PJ Tony Montana, your winner. And here's Buddy. They're off in race 17. At the break, it is 2-4-7-1-5. 2-4-7-1-5. In the lead early on, number 2, Keeper Macon. Coming around that second turn, we have a new leader, number 7, Bart's Plan on it with the lead, owned by Rick Bartley of Abilene. Second place, number 4, Mohican Lively, owned by Vince Berland of Abilene. Third place right now, number 1, Extreme Fix, owned by Kevin Dalton of Abilene. Around that final turn, and coming down the home stretch, a tight one right now. And it's number 4 in the lead. Number 4, your winner, Mohican Lively, owned by Vince Berland of Abilene. And Buddy's a-coming. Underway in race 18. At the break, it is 7-1, 7-4-1. 2-5, 7 in front, 7 in front. That is Where Are You Now, owned by Kate Barley. Coming down the backstretch, 7 with a lead of 5 lengths, 7 up. Where Are You Now, owned by Kate Bartley in second place. It is Tony Horton, owned by Kevin Dalton of Abilene. Third place, number 4, Fast Twitch in third place right now. And coming down the home stretch, number 7 in front, Where Are You Now? And it will be a winner. Where Are You Now? Kate Bartley comes out on top. And here comes Buddy. And we're underway in race 19. At the break, it is 7, 5, 4, 1, and 2. Number 7 in the lead, that is PJ Reign Supreme, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. PJ Reign Supreme up by 5 lengths. In second place, number 1, LD Virgil Earp. Third place is the 5 dog, KB Alana. And coming around down the stretch, number 7 still in front. It is PJ Reign Supreme. And reigning supreme in race 19, it is PJ Reign Supreme, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. And Buddy is back. We're underway in race number 20, and at the break, it is 1, 4, 7, 5, and 2. Number 1 with a big lead, that is PJ College Creepin', owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. A lead of 3 lengths for number 1, PJ College Creepin'. Number 7 in second place, that is Goodbye Gear. In third place, it is number 2, Dancin' Snickers. And coming around down the stretch, still in front, PJ College Creepin'. On the outside, number 7, Goodbye Gear. But it's going to be a win for number 1, PJ College Creepin', owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Here comes Buddy. And they're off in race number 21. At the break, it is 4, 7, 5, 1, and 2. Number 4 in the lead, that is D's the Big One. DS the Big One. Shannon Henry, Dennis Ryder's dog from Abilene. Number 4 in the lead. Number 5 in second place, and in third place, it's number 1. In the lead on the third turn, number 4, DS the Big One. DS the Big One down the home stretch. Right behind him is number 5, KB's Grover. But it will be number 4, your winner, DS the Big One, owned by Shannon Henry, Dennis Ryder. Here comes Buddy. Underway in race 22, and at the break, it is 4-2-7-5-1, 4-2-7-5-1, number 4 in front, PJ Crankit. PJ Crankit in front on the second turn. PJ Crankit, number 4, still in front. Number 2, PF Parnova, and number 3, number 7, that is Dancin' Milky Way. Around that third turn, still number 4, PJ Cranking It, and cranking it around here on the home stretch. PJ Cranking It in the 4, and PJ Cranking It, cranking his way to a victory, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. And Buddy is back. Here he comes. They're off in race 23, and at the break it is 5-2-7-4-1, 5-2-7-4-1, 5 in the lead. That is PJ Take Your Time, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Out in front by 5 lengths is PJ Take Your Time. SE Fuel Line is in second place. And in third place is number 1, that's JS Tommy the Tank. Coming around the final turn and down the home stretch. Number 5, it is PJ Take Your Time. And he comes in with a good time. Your winner, PJ Take Your Time, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul B's Blaine, owned by Kenneth Beeley of Thorndale, Texas. And they're underway. Your winner, your leader, I should say, getting ahead of myself. Number 4 is SE's Fuel Tank. SE's Fuel Tank in the lead on the backstretch. Coming around the third turn, still out in front by a good 5 lengths. That is number 4, SE's Fuel Tank. In second place right now is number 5. That is Quirky Mainframe. Number 5, Quirky Mainframe in second place, but way out in front, your winner will be number 4, SE's Fuel Tank. Here comes Buddy. And they're off in race 25. At the break, it is 7-4-5, 1 and 2, 7-4-5, 1 and 2. Number 7 out in front. That is SE's Fast Finish. SE's Fast Finish, owned by Stephen Ward of Ellis, in front right now. Number 2 is number 4, Keeper Horn Frogs. And number 3 is number 5, JS Save the Date. Around the third turn, still going strong, is SE's Fast Finish. Number 7, and down the stretch comes SE's Fast Finish, and she will win. Your winner, number 7, SE's Fast Finish, owned by Stephen Ward. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race number 26. 5 dogs in all, and at the break it is 5-7-1-4-2, 5-7-1-4-2. Number 5 out in front in black, LD Wyatt Earp. LD Wyatt Earp with the lead on the inside, though. Closing is number 7, PJ Throwback. PJ Throwback taking the lead on the outside on the third turn. Your leader right now, number 7, PJ Throwback, owned by Victor Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman in the lead. Number 2 right now, number 4, but your winner is number 7, PJ Throwback, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. Here's Buddy. Underway in race number 27. 5 dogs here in race number 27. At the break, it is 5-1-4-2-7. 1 now in the lead on the inside. Number 1 is SE's Fast Paws, owned by Stephen Ward. Number 1 with the advantage coming down the backstretch. Number 4 now in second place. That is Dancing S'mores. Number 4 on the inside trying to take the lead on turn number 3, but it's still number 1 in the red, SE's Fast Paws. And down the stretch they come. Number 1 in front. That is SE's Fast Paws. Number 4 in second, number 5 in third. Number 1, your winner, SC's Fast Paws, owned by Steven. Underway with race number 28, and into the break. It is 7-2-5-1-4 at the first turn. Number 7 in front. That is Dancin' Payday. Dancin' Payday, the leader on turn 2. Coming on the inside. Number 2, it's Faded Love. Now trying to work the outside. Number 2, Faded Love, and number 7 still in front as they're going around turn number 3. Number 2 now out in front. That is Faded Love, owned by Kenneth Janet Allen of Abilene. And coming down the final leg of the race. Number 2 out in front. Number 2 will be your winner. Faded Love, owned by Kenneth Janet Allen of Abilene. And Buddy's on the way. They're off in race 29. 5 dogs here in race 29. At the break, it is 4-1-2-5-7. Number 1 now with the lead on the inside. Number 1 is KB's Alexa, owned by Kenneth Beeley of Thorndale, Texas. Now on the outside, trying to take the lead in doing so. Number 4, PJ Not For Long. Coming around turn 3, it is number 4 in the green. That is PJ Not For Long, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. And down the final stretch of this race, number 4 out in front. With a comfortable lead, your winner, number 4, PJ Not For Long, owned by Victor J. Rangel. And here comes Buddy. Underway in the 30th and final race here of day number 1 of this spring meet. At the break, it is 5, 1, 2, 4, 7. Number 5 with the lead at the first turn. Number 5 is PJ Burning It Down, owned by Victor J. Rangel and Paul P. Bitterman, and a lead of at least 5 lengths. Number 5 still out in front. PJ Burning It Down. In number 2 right now, it is KB's Elegant, number 1. And third is number 2 in the blue, Craigie Victory. But coming around the home stretch, number 5 racing to an easy victory. Number 5, PJ Burning It Down, your winner, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul. And here's Buddy. They're off. Into the break. It is 1, 4, 7, 2, 5. Number 1 in the lead. Number 1 in the lead at the first turn. That is Mulberry Miss, owned by Mick Massa, David Strong of Mulberry, Kansas. Number 1 out in front into the second turn and down the backstretch. Number 7 in second place. That is Clear Value, owned by John Melillo. And around the third turn, it's still number 1. Mulberry Mist on the outside. Giving a little pressure is number 7, Clear Value. And down the final leg of this race, number 1 still out in front. Mulberry Mist will be your winner. Number 1, Mulberry Miss, owned by Mick Massa, David Strong. Here's Buddy. And they're off here in race number 32. And at the break, it is 7, 1, 4, 2, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2, 5. At the first turn, it's 7 out in front. That is PJ Party Favor, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. And into the backstretch, a lead of multiple lengths. It's number 7, PJ Party Favor. In second place, Flying Banana, owned by Vince Berlin. In third place is number 4, TNT Sexton, owned by Tom Taplin of Abilene. And coming down the home stretch, it's number 7, PJ Party Favor. And he is your winner, or I should say she is your winner, number 7, PJ Party Favor. And here comes Buddy. Underway in race number 33. Underway in race 33. Into the break. It is 5, 2, 7, 1, and 4. Number 5 in the front. Number 5 in the front. That is PJ Katniss. And that is owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. A big lead for number 5, PJ Katniss, down the backstretch. Number 1 in second place. That is Guilty, owned by Ursula O'Donnell. But coming around that third turn and coming around the final stretch of this race, a huge lead for number 5, PJ Katniss. And number 5 is your winner, PJ Katniss, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Here's Buddy. They're off in race number 34. 5 dogs here in 34, and at the break, it is 2, 5, 4, 7, 1. 2, 5, 4, 7, 1. Around the first turn, we have a little slippage, and out in front right now, it's number 4, Dancing Bombay. Dancing Bombay with a lead of 5 lengths. On the inside, number 2, Oaks Quigley, owned by Mick Himes of Hartford, Arkansas. But still in front, Dancing Bombay, owned by Peter Limmer of Rosebud, Texas. And around that final turn, coming down the final leg of this race, number 4, in the green will be your winner, Dancing Bombay, owned by Peter Limmer of Rosebud, Texas. Here comes Buddy. They're off here in race number 35, and at the break, it is 4, 2, 1, and 5. Number 4 in the lead, but on the inside, it's number 2. That is Flying Ambrose, owned by Vince Berlin of Abilene. In second place, it's number 4, PJ Nina 9, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. And down the backstretch, it's still number 2, Flying Ambrose. Around that third turn, the blue in front, number 2, Flying Ambrose coming around and down the stretch. Number 2, Flying Ambrose trying to hold off number 4, PJ Nina 9, and it will be number 2, Flying Ambrose, the winner, owned by Buddy's back. Underway in race number 36. 4 dogs here in race number 36. At the break, it is 5, 4, 2, 1. Number 5 way out in front. That is PJ Newcomb, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. PJ Newcomb with the lead. Number 2 right now is number 2. That is Last Score, owned by Harlan V. Olson of Solomon. And coming around the third turn, it's still number 5 in the black. Number 5, PJ Newcomb coming around the home stretch. Number 5 with the lead. It is the dog to beat. Number 5, PJ Newcomb in second place right now. It's a battle for second place, but not for first. Your winner, number 5, PJ Newcomb, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Here's Buddy. They're off in race 37 at the break. It is 5, 7, 2, 1, 5, 7, 2, 1, 5, and 7 way out in front of the other two. Number 5 is PJ Party Hardy, that is owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. PJ Party Hardy, number 5 in the front. Number 7 in second place, Java Patriot, owned by Jason Martin of Keota, Oklahoma. Number 5 still in the front on the third turn, and coming around that fourth and final turn and down the home stretch, it's number 5, PJ Party Hardy. And PJ Party Hardy will party in the winner's circle. He is the winner. PJ Party Hardy, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Buddy is approaching. Underway in race 38. 5 dogs here in 38. At the break, it is 4, 1, 5, 2, 7. 4, 1, 5, 2, 7. Number 4 in front. That is PJ I Just Won a Party, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. On the inside, trying to get the lead. Number 1, Flying Redwood. Down the backstretch. It's still 4-1. Number 1 now on the outside, taking the lead. That is Flying Redwood, owned by Vince Berlin of Abilene. Number 1 on the third turn, coming down the fourth turn and the backstretch of this race. Number 1, your leader. That is Flying Redwood. Flying Redwood, flying to a victory, owned by Vince Berlin of Abilene. Second place to number 4, PJ I Just Won a Party. Here's Buddy. We're back in action. Race 40 underway into the break. It is 2, 1, 4, 5. Number 1 now in the lead on the first turn. Number 1, PJ Guts Over Fear, owned by Victor J. Rangel. And now we have number 2 taking over in first place. That is Designer Value. Number 2, Designer Value. A tough fight here between these two dogs. Number 1 on the outside, back in front. PJ Guts Over Fear, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. And down the final stretch of this race, down the home stretch, number 1 pulling away. It's PJ Guts Over Fear, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. Number 2 was Designer Value. Flying Apollonius, owned by Vince Berland. Number 4, Known Affiliate, owned by Ryan O'Donnell of Abilene. Number 5, Bachelor, owned by Ursula O'Donnell of Abilene. They're off at the break. It's 1, 2, 4, and 5. Number 1 in the lead, it is PJ Plutarch, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. A big lead for number 1. Number 2 in second place, Flying Apollonius. Number 5 in third place, and number 4 in fourth place. Coming around the home stretch, number 1 with a gigantic lead, PJ Plutarch. PJ Plutarch flying towards the finish as a winner, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. Number 2 was Flying Apollonius. And Buddy's coming. They're off in race 42. 4 dogs here in 42 at the break. It is 1, 5, 4, 2, 1, 5, 4, 2. Number 1 in the front, that is PJ Negative Nancy, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. On the inside, trying to get in front is Big Cigar, owned by Harlan Olson of Solomon. But still out in front, down the backstretch, PJ Negative Nancy. Still in front on the third turn, PJ Negative Nancy. And down the stretch they come. Number 1 is number 1 right now. It is PJ Negative Nancy, your winner. Second place to Big Cigar. Number 8 is Z Zong Zucchini, owned by Michael A. Laska of Abilene. Lasky of Abilene. We're underway at the break. It's number 1 out in front. Number 1 at the turn. That is B.A. Little Ping. B.A. Little Ping, your leader, owned by Austin King, Bobby Joe Parker of Keota, Oklahoma. Number 4 in second place, that is Quirky Mentor. Around the third turn, number 1 still out in front, B.A. Little Ping. On the outside, trying to take the lead, it is Quirky Mentor. On the outside, Quirky Mentor trying to close, and it's going to be a very close finish. We will get you those official results. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race number 44, and at the break, it is 5, 8, 7, 4, 2, 1. Number 5 in front, but 8 now taking the lead on the first turn. That is 8, PJ Ice King, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Number 8 in the front right now. Number 5 in second place. Number 2 right now is stopped. That's number 5 in second place. Par 5 hour around the or fourth turn rather, the final leg of this race. Number 8 in front. Number 8, the dog to beat, PJ Ice King, your winner, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Here's Buddy. We're underway in race number 45, and at the break, it is 4-8-1-2-7-5, 4-8-1-7-2-5. Around the first turn, it's number 4 in front. That is PJ Sizzlin' Hot, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. But number 8 on the outside, now taking the lead. That is Par Red Bull, owned by Bobby Joe Parker of Kyoto, Oklahoma. Around the third turn, a tight race between these two dogs. Number 4 back in front on the inside, up against the rail. Number 4, PJ Sizzling Hot, sizzling down the home stretch. It's going to be number 4, PJ Sizzling Hot, getting the victory in race 45, owned by Victor J. Buddy's on the way. Underway in race number 46. 46 underway, and at the break, it is 2-4-1-7-5, 2-4-1-7-5. Number 2 in front right now on the first turn. Number 2, PJ Need to Speed, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. Down the backstretch, number 2 still in front, 1 and 4 in second and third respectively. Number 2 on the third turn, still in front. Number 4 in second place, trying to get the inside on number 2, but number 2, PJ Need to Speed, still in front. PJ Need to Speed, number 2, will be your winner, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Here's Buddy. They're off in race 47. 5 dogs here in race number 47. At the break, it is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. And around the first turn, number 1 in the lead, that is PJ Speed Trap, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman. A lead of at least 5 lengths for number 1, PJ Speed Trap. Number 2, KB's Charmer in second place. Number 4, Flying Gladius in third place. Around the third turn, coming around the fourth turn and the final leg of this race. Number 1, PJ Speed Trap. No speed trap for him. He is your winner. Number 1, PJ Speed Trap, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Here's Buddy. And they're off in race 48. Off in race number 48. At the break, it is 5-4-1-7-2. Now number 4 in front. That is KB's Minecraft. KB's Minecraft in front on the first turn. Coming around the second turn. Number 1 gaining ground on the outside. Number 5 on the inside. But number 4 still in front. KB's Minecraft, owned by Kenneth Bealey of Thorndale, Texas. Around the third turn, still number 4, KB's Minecraft. In second place, but a distant second right now, it's number 1, Par Vintage. And coming down the final stretch of this race, number 4, the clear-cut winner, KB's Minecraft, owned by Kenneth Bealey of Thorndale, Texas. Here's Buddy. We're off in race number 49. At the break, it is 8-1-5-7-4-2. 8 in the lead. That is KB's Chris Bacon, owned by Kenneth Bealey of Thorndale, Texas. Around the second turn, it's still number 8, KB's Chris Bacon. On the inside, number 5, PJ Wonderland, gaining ground now, trying to work the outside on turn 3. Number 5, turning it on and taking the lead, coming into the home stretch. Number 5, PJ Wonderland, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul B. Bitterman of Abilene, will be your winner. Number 5, PJ Wonderland. Here's Buddy. Underway in race number 50. 6 dogs here in race number 50. At the break, it is 7-2-4-8-1-5. 7 in the lead at the first turn. Number 7, that is PJ Eclipse, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. 7 extending that lead around turn 2. Down the backstretch, it's 7-4-8-2, 7-4-8-2. Around the third turn, still number 7, that is PJ Eclipse. Second place is number 4, Craigie Polar. Around that final turn and down the stretch, number 7, turning on the steam, PJ Eclipse will be your winner, owned by Victor J. Rangel, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Buddy's on the way. They're off in race 51. 5 dogs in race 51. At the break, it is 4-7-5-2-1. 4-7-5-2-1. Number 4 in front, that is KB Screamer, owned by Kenneth Bealey of Thorndale, Texas. At the second turn, coming down the backstretch, 4, 7, 5, 2, 1. Number 4 still in front, KB Screamer. In second place, number 7 on the third turn. In second place, PJ Speed Demon. And coming around the final turn in the home stretch, we have a new leader on the inside. And turning on the speed, number 7, PJ Speed Demon. And PJ Speed Demon, number 7, your winner, owned by Victor J. Wrangle Paul. Here comes Buddy. And they're off in race number 52. 5 dogs here in 52. At the break, it is 7, 4, 5, 1, 2, 7, 4, 1, 5, 2. At the first turn, number 7 in front. That is Keeper B Swarm, owned by Green Smith of Bryant, Texas. 7 still in front, coming down the backstretch. Number 1 turning it on, though, on the outside. Number 1 closing as we approach the third turn. Number 1 is Pretty Boy Floyd, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Bitterman. Number 1 is taken over, coming around the fourth and final turn of this race. Number 1 turning on that speed, your winner, number 1, PJ Pretty Boy Floyd, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Here's Buddy. And they're off in race number 53. At the break, it is 2, 5, 1, 7, 4. Number 2 in the lead. Number 2 in the lead on the first turn. That is PJ Let It Be. PJ Let It Be, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Down the backstretch, it's 2, 1, 7, 4, 5. Coming around that third turn, number 2 with a lead of at least 3 lengths. That is PJ Let It Be. In second place is number 1, Par Energy. Number 2 coming down the home stretch, still in front in the blue. It's going to be number 2, PJ Let It Be, your winner, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Here comes Buddy. We have 5 dogs here in race 54. They're off in race 54. Into the break, it is 2, 4, 1, 5, 7, 2, 4, 1, 5, 7 into the first turn. Number 2 still in the lead. It is PJ Speedball, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Down the backstretch, it is 2, 1, 4, 7, and 5. Number 2 with a healthy lead of 5 lengths. Number 2 around that third turn. PJ Speedball, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Bitterman of Abilene. Coming around and down the stretch, number 2 still in the lead. It's number 2's Race to Lose. Number 2 pulling away, your winner, PJ Speedball, owned by Victor J. Wrangle, Paul P. Here's Buddy. They're off in race 55. 6 dogs here in 55. At the break, it's 2, 7, 4, 8, 1, and 5. 2 in the lead on the first turn. 2 in the lead on the first turn. That is Jayhawk Rebel Child, Jason Lapari, Marvin Chrisman's dog out of Huntington, Arkansas. Down the backstretch, it is 2, 7, 4, 8, 1, and 5 around the third turn. 7 in the lead now. That is S.E. Tolly Sundance. Number 7 in the lead, S.E. Tolly Sundance down the home stretch. Your winner, number 7, S.E. Tolly Sundance, owned by Stephen A. Ward, Penny D. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race 56. Race 56 underway. At the break, it is 4, 5, 8, 7, 2, 1. 4 in the lead. 4 in the lead at the first turn. That is Quirky Paladin, owned by Jason Lapari, Marvin Chrisman of Huntington, Arkansas. Down the backstretch, 4 still in the lead. You have 8 in second place, 7 in third place, 5. The 2 and the 1. Around the final turn, still number 4, Quirky Paladin in the lead. On the inside, number 7 gaining ground. Number 7 with the win. That is Flying Cougar, owned by Vince Berlin with the victory. Number 7. Here's Buddy. We're off in race number 57. And at the break, it is 5, 4, 8, 1, 7, and 2. Number 5 in the lead, and a good-sized lead for BF Par Snapper, owned by RF Kennel Incorporated, Bobby Joe Parker of Portland, Oregon. A good-sized lead still here down the backstrip. A lead of at least 5 lengths for number 5. Number 8 in second place, that's WP Lariat. And number 5 coming around the fourth and final turn, and down the stretch he comes. Number 5 in the lead. Number 8 closing, but number 5 will hold on for the victory. Number 5, BF Par Snapper, owned by RF Kennel. Buddy's coming. They're off in race number 58. 5 dogs here in 58. At the break, it is 5, 4, 2, 7 and 1. 7 now ahead of 2. 5 in the first turn with the lead. 5 with the lead. That is Deco. Foxfire around turn number 2. 4 closing on the outside. 4 down the backstretch. Will pull ahead. Number 4. That is BR Repeat. BR Repeat owned by Bobby Joe Parker, Robert Lambert of Kyoto, Texas. And number 4 coming around the home stretch. Number 4 coming around the home stretch. 4 pulling away here for the victory. That is BR Repeat. Your winner owned by Bobby Joe Parker, Robert Lambert of Kyoto, Oklahoma. Buddy on the way. They're off in race 59. Race 59 underway, and at the break, it is 4, 1, 2, 7, 5. 4 in the lead, 4 in the lead on the first turn. 4 in the lead, that is KB's Main Man, owned by Kenneth B. Lee of Thorndale, Texas. And coming down the backstretch, 7 trying to pass on the outside. 7 and 4 neck and neck here on the backstretch. Coming into the third turn, 7 with a slight edge, that is TD Ethan. TD Ethan with the lead. And coming into the home stretch, TD Ethan. And oh, we have a new leader. It's number 5. That is number 5, Flying Reagan with the lead and with the win. Number 5, your winner. Number 5, Flying Reagan. Here's Buddy. Underway in race number 60. 5 dogs here in this race at the break. It is 2, 1, 7, 4, 5. Number 2 in the lead, Wendy Marco with the lead owned by David Strong of Solomon. Wendy Marco with a lead of at least 5 lengths. Second place, number 1 down the backstretch. 2, 1, 4, 7, 5. 2 in the lead. Wendy Marco coming around turn 3. Still Wendy Marco in the blue. Closing on the inside. Number 1, Bits of Sable. Might be a tight finish here down the home stretch. Number 1 turning it on, and number 1 now in front. Number 1 with the win, Bits of Sable, owned by John Malilo, Sioux Boat Ride. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race 61. 6 dogs here in 61. At the break, it is 1, 7, 4, 2, 5, 8. 1 in the lead. That is BF Par Sniper, owned by RF Kennel Incorporated, Bobby Joe Parker, Portland, Oregon. 1 still in the lead at turn 2. We have on the backstretch 1, 7, 2, 4, 5, and 8. 1 still in the lead with 7 in second place. On the third turn, it's number 1, BF Par Sniper. Number 7 closing here on the inside up against the rail. Still holding on, though, to the lead is number 1. 7 coming strong on the outside, and it will be a close finish. Here comes Buddy. And they're off in race number 62. 5 dogs in race 62. At the break, it is 8, 1, 7, 4, 2, 5. I guess I can't count. 6 dogs in this race. And around number 2, it is number 8 in the lead. Number 8 in the lead. That is Jayhawk Cloy Driver in the lead. Jayhawk Cloy Driver in the lead around the backstretch. It's 8, 1, 7, 4, 2, and 5. And coming around the 4th and final turn and down the home stretch. Number 8 in the lead. Jayhawk Cloy Drivers in the lead. 1 will be in second place. Your winner, number 8, Jayhawk Cloy Drivers, owned by Jason Lapari, Texas. Here's Buddy. And they're off in race 63. At the break, it is 7, 1, 4, 8, 5, 2. Number 7 in front. That is TK Centralia. TK Centralia in the lead. Going around turn 2. Peter Limmer, the owner out of Rosebud, Texas. Down the backstretch. 7, 4, 8, 1, 2, and 5. Around turn number 3. Still number 7 in front. Number 4 closing on the inside up against the rail. Number 4 closing. Coming around this 4th and final turn. It's going to be a tight one here. 7 still in the lead. 7 in front. And your winner is 7, TK Centralia, owned by Marty Tanner out of Elgin, Texas. And Buddy is coming. Underway here in race 64. 5 dogs in this race, and at the break, it is 4, 2, 5, 1, and 7. 2 with the lead on the inside, 2 in the blue. Craigie Teller in the lead right now. Around turn number 2, still number 2 with a lead of at least 3 lengths. That is Craigie Teller. 2, 1, 5, 7, and 4 down the backstretch around turn number 3. Still number 2, Craigie Teller, owned by Craigie Incorporated out of Abilene. And down the stretch they come. Your leader, number 2, and it will be number 2 as your winner, Craigie Teller, owned by Craigie Incorporated of Abilene. Here comes Buddy. And they're off in race 65. At the break, it is 7-4-1-2-5. 7-4-1-2-5. At the first turn, 7 now has the lead on the outside. 7, that is TK Maybelline, owned by Marty D. Tanner of Elgin, Texas. And down the backstretch, 7-4-2-5-1. 7 still in front on the third turn, 7 again. TK Maybelline. And TK Maybelline turning on the speed as TK Maybelline pulling away from the rest of the pack. Number 7, your winner, TK Maybelline, owned by Marty D. Tanner of Elgin. Here's Buddy. They're off in race 66. 5 dogs here in 66. At the break, 5 way out in front. You have 5, 1, 7, 4, 2. 5 the leader. 5 is PF Par Stinger, owned by RF Kennel Incorporated. Bobby Joe Parker out of Portland, Oregon. 5 still in the lead, coming down the backstretch. Now 1 trying to take the lead on the outside. 5 and 1 tied. You have 7, 4, 2 also. Very close looking finish here. Now 7 pulling in front. That is TD Cosmo. TD Cosmo, number 7 with the lead, owned by Tom Taplin, Nick DeSalvo. And 7 and 4 now in a battle here for the win, and we'll get you the official results here in a moment. Here is Buddy. They're off in race 67. 5 dogs here in 67. At the break, it is 5, 2, 7, 4, 8. 5, 2, 7, 4, 8. Number 5 in the lead now. Number 2 is taken over. That is TD Bosco, owned by Nick DeSalvo. Tom Taplin of Abilene. Down the backstretch. Now 5 on the outside. 5 in the lead. That is Par Ben Hur. So it goes 5, 2, 4, 7, and 8. Around the third turn, it's still number 5. Par Ben Hur, owned by Bobby Joe Parker out of Kyoto, Oklahoma. And around the final turn and coming around the home stretch, it is number 5. Number 5, your winner. 5. Par Ben Hur, owned by Bobby Joe Parker out of Kyoto. Here's Buddy. They're off in race 6. Race 68, I should say. 6 dogs in this race. At the break, it's 7, 2, 4, 1, 8, 5. 7 in the lead. 7 in the lead. That is BF Par Swallow, owned by RF Kennel Incorporated. Bobby Joe Parker out of Portland, Oregon. Down the backstretch, 7, 4, 2, 1, 8, and 5. 7 with the lead before closing on the outside on the third turn. That is Modified Series. And Modified Series now in the front. That's David Strong's dog out of Solomon. Number 4, closing strong. Number 4, your winner, Modified Series, owned by David Strong of Solomon. And here comes Buddy. They're off in race 69. At the break, it is 8, 1, 5, 7, 2. 8 with the clear lead. That is WP Cinderella, owned by Jason Lapari out of Kyoto, Oklahoma. And WP Cinderella with a good lead down the backstretch. It is number 8, 5, 1, 7, and 2. 8, 5, 1, 7, and 2. Coming around the fourth and final turn, number 8, WP Cinderella will be your winner. Number 8, WP Cinderella, owned by Jason Lapari out of We're underway in race number 70. At the break, it is 1, 5, 4, 7, 2. 1, 5, 4, 7, 2. At the first turn, still number 1, Quirky Plutarch, owned by Jason Lapari Marvin Chrisman of Huntington, Arkansas. Down the backstretch, 1, 5, 7, 4, 2. 1 still with the lead, Quirky Plutarch. And Quirky holding on to that lead at turn number 3. Number 5 trailing, that is Deco Dog One Fire. And down the home stretch, number 1 racing to the victory, Quirky Plutarch, owned by Jason Lapari Marvin Chrisman of Huntington, Arkansas. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race 71. At the break, it is 5, 1, 7, 2, 4. 5 in the lead. Number 5, that is Turbo Fire. Turbo Fire with the lead. Number 5 in the black, that is Kevin Dalton's dog from Abilene. Around the second turn and down the backstretch, it's still 5, 1, 7, 2, 4. 5 with a healthy lead going into turn number 3. 5 still in front, that is Turbo Fire. In second place, number 1, Bits of Toffee. 5 coming down the final leg of this race. Number 5 in front, and number 5 will be your winner. Turbo Fire, owned by Kevin Dalton of Abilene. And here comes Buddy. Underway in race 72. 5 dogs here in 72. At the break, it is 5, 7, 2, 1, 4, and now 7 in the lead on the outside. That is Vested, owned by David Strong of Solomon. And coming up on turn 2, it's still number 7. That is Vested on the backstretch. It is 7, 5, 2, 1, 4, and 7 pulling away right now. 7 on the third turn, still in front. That is Vested. Vested in front. Number 2 right now is number 5. That is Jayhawk Speed Demon. But here down the stretch, it is number 7, and number 7 will be your winner. That is Vested, owned by David Strong of Solomon. And Buddy is back. Underway here in race 73. 6 dogs here in race 73. At the break, it is 5, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7. 5 in the lead. That is KB Special, owned by Kenneth Bealey of Thorndale, Texas. And coming around the backstretch, 5, 1, 8, 4, and 7. 5 still in front. KB Special in second place right now. Actually a battle for second place. Number 2, WP's Road King in second place. Trying to make a pass here on the outside. Coming down the home stretch. Number 2, number 5 battling it out. And it will be number 2 with the victory. WP's Road King, owned by Jason Lapari. And Buddy's coming. They're off in race 75. 5 dogs in this race at the break. It is 7, 8, 4, 1, 5, 7, 8, 4, 1, 5. Number 7 in front. That is She's Blue, owned by David Strong of Solomon. Number 7 in front and down the backstretch. It's 7, 8, 4, 5, and 1. Number 7 in the lead. That is She's Blue, owned by David Strong. Second place is number 8, Bits of Bella, owned by John Malilo, Sue Boat Ride of Milan. And coming down the final stretch of this race, number 7 in the lead, and it will be number 7 the winner. She's Blue, the winner, owned by David Strong, number 7, Oklahoma. And number 8, TK L'Oreal, owned by Marty Tanner of Elgin, Texas. And here's Buddy. They're off in race 75, and at the break, it is 7, 8, 4, 5, 1, 2, 7 in the lead. That is Quirky Onslaught. Quirky Onslaught in the lead. Number 7, owned by Jason Lapari, James Rosca of Kyoto, Oklahoma. Down the backstretch, 7, 8, 5, 1, 4, 2. Coming around turn number 3, still number 7 in the lead. Number 8 in second place, and number 5 in third place. And coming around the home stretch, number 7, Quirky Onslaught. Nothing quirky about this dog, as he is a winner. Number 7, here's Buddy. They're off in race 76. At the break, it is 7, 1, 2, 4, 5. 1 now in front. That is Jayhawk Roll Tide, owned by Jason Lapari, Marvin Chrisman of Huntington, Arkansas. Down the backstretch, 1, 7, 2, 4, 5. Number 1 and 7 neck and neck with each other. 7 passing on the outside of 1. 7 is Deco Cannon Fire, owned by David Hayes of Waco, Texas. And down the stretch they come. Number 7 in front, and number 7 is your winner. Number 7, Deco Cannon Fire, owned by David Hayes of Waco, Texas. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race 77. Off in race 77 at the break. It is 4-2-1-7-5. 4-2-1-7-5 on the first turn. It is still number 4 and number 2 are literally side by side on the inside right now. Number 2 with the advantage. That is Ab So Hard, owned by John Malilo, Sue Boat Ride. And on turn number 3, it's still number 2. Ab So Hard coming down here on the final turn, and down the stretch they come. What a finish this will be. Number 5 in the lead, and we will go to the official timekeeper for the results on this one. Of Elgin, Texas. Here comes Buddy. They're off in race 78. At the break, it is 2-4-7-1-5, 2-4-7-1-5. Turn number 1, still number 2, your leader. That is Flying Washington, owned by Vince Berlin of Abilene. Number 2 still the lead here on the backstretch. 2, 4, 7, 5, 1. 4 trying to close on the outside on turn number 3. 4 trying to get the edge on number 2. Number 2 still in front. That is Flying Washington, and down the stretch they come. Still number 2 in front in the blue, and number 2 trying to hold on. It's going to be a close finish, and we will go to the official timekeeper again for the result on this one.